What's up, y'all? Come on in. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor. He writes out all of my prescriptions. He gives me all of my medicine in my room. Y'all like that? Y'all like that? Come on in. Hold on. Let me sit here and notify my Instagram. Hold on a second. Because I ain't going to be on here too long. I just only want to be on here for just a little bit. If I can just get your attention for just a little bit. Like and share this live. Like and share this live. Like and share this live. All right, y'all. So, look, I ain't really want to talk about this subject because I kind of already knew what it was gonna give with Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan, you know. But since everybody got an opinion, I figured I may as well give mine too. Okay, I may as well give mine too. So, Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan has broken up, right? Okay. And people are up in arms because people are acting so shocked when I don't know why they acting shocked. Okay. Hold on, y'all. This is why I need a moderator to do all this for me. So basically, it's hey Diva, hey Michelle. So it's been listed and noted that Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey has broken up. Okay. It's been said that they have broken up supposedly. Don't know if it's true or not. Supposedly they broken up because of the fact that Michael B. Jordan wanted to go all of the way. Okay. And I guess Lori Harvey, she wasn't that type of chick. That's what the streets are saying. Okay, but I'm gonna give y'all a perspective though. I'm gonna give y'all a perspective from both sides. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a perspective from both sides. Okay, so my thing is, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this live out. My thing is that people were shocked, but people were not shocked because of the fact that first of all, Lori we know has supposedly, I don't even think I can say allegedly at this point because I feel like that is some truth to it. But at this point, she's dated P. Diddy. She's dated P. Diddy's son, I guess, allegedly. She's dated Future, okay? And she's dated a couple of other people that I don't forgot. But yeah, she's dated, pretty much around. I think she may have dated Drake. I don't know if that's true, so I'm gonna say alleged on that definitely. So fast forward now, I don't even know if it had been a year that she had been with Michael B. Jordan, right? Okay. So fast forward, about maybe a week ago, Michael B. Jordan had bought a house. I think it was in Chino or Chico, California. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, Michael B. Jordan done bought a house, so he must really be, settling down because for the longest, if you all knew, he was staying it was either he bought a house for his parents and he was staying there, or either he moved in with his parents. But I think he bought the house and his parents were staying there, but they was all living together, meaning that they were all living together inside of the house. So for him to go out and buy a house, like a whole nother house or a whole separate house, I was like, okay. I was like, things must really be getting serious because, I had never seen that from him. Normally you don't hear of Michael B. Jordan buying a house. Okay. So here it is, fast forward. Um, I think yesterday the news broke. Okay. I think it was yesterday the news broke. And basically the news, was saying that Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan called it quits. I think it was actually over the weekend. And so when the news broke, everybody was going in left and right on Lori, talking about I knew she wasn't nothing but for the streets and da 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 this and da 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 that and everything. But my only thing is that why are people acting surprised? I mean, she's 25 and he's 35, okay? Mind you, let me say that again. She's 25 and he's 35. I'm gonna let that marinate. And while that is marinating, I'm gonna go and dig up a photo because I know some of you that watch my channel, y'all might not keep up with celebrity gossip. So y'all probably like, who is Lori Harvey? Who is Michael B. Jordan? Well, you should know who Michael B. Jordan is. So if you don't know who Michael B. Jordan is, that's between you and the good Lord. But let me go look up a picture, or better yet, let me do it this way because this will be more quicker. Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. I ain't gotta be all fancy. So this is Michael B. Jordan, and that's Lori Harvey. Okay, you see it? Okay, and Lori Harvey is Steve's stepdaughter. Okay, Marjorie Harvey is Lori's mother, who is married to Steve Harvey, the comedian Steve Harvey. So everybody was like, oh, she was nothing but for the streets and da da this and da da that. And I think they had been dating over a year. And then, we see him at the basketball game, I think the other night, and people were saying, oh, he looks sad and all of this stuff and da da this and da da that. But my thing, once again, should there be any surprise? Maya Angelou said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. Okay. So I don't think it was ever an intent for Lori Harvey to ever settle down in the first place. I mean, she's 25. Now, mind you, let's put here's where the different perspective comes in at. Because when I was 25 years old, I wanted to settle down. But even though I had issues, like internal issues, even though I wanted to settle down, I don't think that it would have worked out as I would have anticipated it to be, because I feel like that there were things that I still needed to go through in life. So, with that being said, yeah, even though she was 25, there are people that are 25 who wants to settle down. But I just think that Lori Harvey was never one of those people that wanted to settle down. I feel like that for Lori Harvey, it was more so of trying to find, um, you know, I guess trying to find her lane, okay? Trying to find maybe even a come up, because these days, the way it works with celebrity relationships, depending on who you date, it makes you more popular, okay, than maybe another person who hasn't dated, a certain individual. Okay, let's take a look at Rihanna. Even though Rihanna is a billionaire, let's go back in the past and look at Rihanna and Chris Brown's relationship. And we saw how that situation happened. Let's look at Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston's relationship. Even though Bobby was big back in his day, he was in his own lane, but Whitney truly was the star of that relationship. And because of Whitney, is how we came to know Bobby Brown as Bobby Brown. Okay. not just as a singer, but as Bobby Brown, the individual, meaning that because he had been with Whitney, because he has a child, they had children or had a child together, rather, it was like it made his stardom pretty much blow up. So to me, when I look at the whole situation with Lori and Michael B. Jordan, Michael B. Jordan is a huge celebrity. Okay, let's just call it what it is. He was in Black Panther. He was in I think it's called Fruitvale Station. Okay, like his acting is great. He's considered to be an A-lister. Okay. And for those of you that may say, well, Future is an A-lister, well, once again, okay, these are all people that Lori have dated that have been big high rollers or big players in the whole celebrity cesspool, if I should sit here and add. So because of that, to me, maybe that could be the incentive that Lori saw to even date him in the first place. Because to me, Lori, and it's not to say that she is not that type of girl because she could very well be. I don't even know that lady. Okay, so I ain't gonna even sit here and pass judgment on her. But as public opinion is concerned, she could just be the type of girl of I'm looking for the next big thing and just trying to sit here and live my life. Because after all, she is Marjorie Harvey's daughter. Now, with all due respect, even though I love Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey for one another, but I do feel like that Marjorie Harvey has instilled a lot of influence into her daughter when it comes to how to date men and how to not get your feelings involved too quick, too fast, too soon, and how to work on getting your own paper and bag and whatever and name out there, in the industry, how to work on getting all of that up instead of focusing on trying to settle down. And to me, Michael B. Jordan seems like the type of guy that he really wants that special someone because we never really seen him as public and out there as he has been with Lori Harvey. I could be wrong. Somebody in the comments, drop in the comments if I am wrong, if what I'm saying is not true. But to me, I just feel like that he's always been that type to me, especially now more than ever. He seems like he's been a mama's boy. He seemed like he was raised as a gentleman. Okay, he seemed like that he has watched both of his parents flourish in their relationship, being that he has spent time around them even after he became successful. He was still living with them, if I do recall correctly. And so I'm sure that at some point he wanted to settle down. I mean, he is 35 years old. The man is going on 40. So of course kids will be on the mind. But to date a 25-year-old, I don't think it's not so much as a thing of not having what would a 25-year-old having coming with a 35-year-old, because when you really think about it, there's really not much of a difference in terms of people say, oh, that's a huge difference, but really it's not in terms of mindset. Okay, because I know a lot of people in their 30s. I'm 33, but I know a lot of people in their 30s who still ain't ready to settle down. Okay. So I don't think that it had anything to do with compatibility. I just think that they were two different people with two different underlying objectives as far as end game. And I just don't think that Lori was the type of girl to sit here and say, I'm fixing to sit here and get tied down and get pregnant. I mean, people are now calling her the female Future because Future, all he does is run through, chick after chick. Is always something going on with him. But my thing with Lori is that I don't think it makes Lori a bad person that maybe if it is true that she wasn't as far as wanting to settle down with him. I mean, especially he did buy a house just recently. I saw online. They're saying that he wanted kids and she possibly did it. I don't think that makes her a bad person necessarily because of the fact that she may not have wanted that for herself. I think it's just a thing of she has a certain idea of where she is trying to get to in life. And if that comes with having fun, dating, not being tied down here and there, then so be it. Does it make her a hoe? Some people could sit here and say yes, some could say no. I personally don't think it makes her a hoe, but I do think that it's a bad look public from a public view standpoint, because as outsiders, all we are seeing is you hopping from one to the next. Okay, that's all we are seeing, but we don't know. Let's just say hypothetically, is she sleeping with everybody that she's meeting? We don't know that. We don't have that information factually. Okay, so my only thing is that I know people want to pass judgment on Lori Harvey, but I feel like that sometimes you get in relationships and you get caught up in the glitz and glamour of a person. You get caught up in the exterior of a person. You get caught up in this fantasy that you find yourself engulfed in with a person, and sometimes that fantasy just doesn't become a reality. And I think in this situation, that's what it was. I think that it was one of those things. It was cute for the moment, okay, and I feel like that when that moment was over with, you know somebody said it's time to get the hell on, okay, and I feel like that's what happened. Bottom line, it's simple as that. Does it make either person right or wrong? No, but sometimes people just uncompatible. Like that's what I'm learning in life. Sometimes people are just not compatible. And to be honest, I would rather see them broke up now than to have kids and kids be involved and then break up afterwards, because we see it all the time. People have kids, people get together, relationships, baby daddy, baby mama drama, and it just creates a whole toxic environment. So at least there are no kids involved with the breakup, okay? You can always recover at some point from a broken heart. They always say the best way to get over somebody is to get underneath the next person. Even though that don't work for me, but I mean, if that is true, hey, but you can always move on and pick up the pieces when you don't have excess baggage tying you down to another person from your past. But when you have excess baggage tying you down from another person from your past, then it's kind of hard to move on, because now you're tied to that person for a lifetime. So maybe it was just a thing of, at some point, who's to say, they could have both had a mutual agreement to say, we are going to date and not be in this whole thinking about kids and marriage. And one day, maybe Michael, I'm just putting a scenario out there, could have woken up and say, you know what? I want to settle down and have kids with you. I want to go all the way with you. I'm gonna buy this house and we gonna sit here and live like a family. Okay, we are a family. I feel like that's what it could have possibly been. Just throwing a scenario out there, and Laura could have just seen and said, "That's just not me. It's just not. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm about right now." And if that is, the only thing that he can do is respect it. Hold on, y'all. Oh. But if that is, the only thing he can do is respect it. So I say all of that to say, sucking on a breath mint. I say all of that to say that sometimes people just have to do what's best for them. Sometimes you can't worry about trying to please public opinion. You have to do what is best for you. Okay. And in this case, I think that's just what it was. Okay. Sometimes we make things bigger than what they are. People are doing all this speculation about why the relationship ended because they were a power couple. Define what a power couple is. Is a power couple just because two people get together that just so happen to be well known, in circles, and because they got money, wealth, and power, that makes them a power couple? Like, define what makes a power couple, because to me, I feel like a power couple is more so of people who understands both both people understand their own needs. Both people are their own individuals. Both people have an understanding that there's no ownership of either person as far as in a relationship. You don't own me, I don't own you. I feel like power couples are people who understands things beyond of what people see materialistically in life. Power couples don't mean, oh, because you got all of this money, star power and stuff. You know what makes Jay-Z and Beyonce a power couple? It's not because of their stardom, it's because of the fact that they keep people out their business. That's what makes them a power couple. And no, they are not perfect, but you ain't gonna never guess 24/7 what they got going on because they don't put everybody in their business. I feel like that they have an understanding with one another. They know their strengths and weakness. They know what works for them. And I feel like that they both have a mutual understanding that no matter what happens, it's nobody else's business. And I feel like that's what makes a power couple. Yeah, every now and then things may slip through the crack, but one thing about it, normally on a day-to-day basis, you ain't never fixing to hear about what's going on in their relationship. Okay. And I'm quite sure that their relationship bond is stronger than ever because they've made the conscious decision to stay together. Okay. Because they know they got kids, they got history, they got a lot of things that, yeah, even though they're not perfect, but there are things that actually works for them. Okay, and they're choosing to make it work. Okay, and that's what relationships are about. It's about coming together, understanding each other's needs, and I feel like that's what makes a power couple. Not because you got all this money and power and wealth, because I know people that's got a lot of money, power, and wealth, and shit still be falling apart. So no, that's not that to me doesn't define power couple. So I really get irked when people say, "Oh, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, they're a power couple." No, power couple. What? What? We just started finding out about Lori Harvey a couple of years back, and that's only because of who she had been associated with dating. So no, power couple, them titles are to me are not valid when it comes to you calling somebody a power couple because of the fact of they're well known in circles. No, mm-mm, no, that ain't how that works. But it is what it is. I do wish Michael B. Jordan the best. I do hope that he's able to move on and maybe find somebody that is willing to settle down. I do feel like the next person that comes along though could possibly be a rebound, which is why he needs to wait and take time for himself at this point. As far as when it comes to if he needs to heal. I know they've only been together for over a year, I think, but he still needs time and space to heal, as well as if Lori, whatever she has to unpack. I feel like that the same goes for her, but we know that might not happen because of her past track record. Okay. And if that is, that's her business. Okay. If that's how she gets over things by getting up underneath other people all the time, if that is what she is doing, in fact, and we don't know that, then that's her business. Okay. We don't know if she's sleeping with everybody that she meet. We don't know that. All I'm saying is that here it is. You got two people. Hey, Doris. Here it is. You got two people who have broken up. Okay. We have seen their relationship all across social media. And now the world is acting like that the sky has fallen because they broken up. Okay. When she first got with him, y'all didn't even want her with him to begin with, anyways. So y'all should be praising the Heavenly Father that he is back single. Okay. Even if the man is broken. Okay. Even though that ain't my wish for him, but I'm just saying that's how y'all think. So all I'm saying is let them people sit here and do what they do. Okay. If they ain't paying your bills, okay, they ain't in your bed at night. Listen, it's too much stuff going on in the world. We got bigger things to sit here and worry about. We don't have time to be worrying about why somebody broke up. That's their business. Okay. Let them folks figure out what they got going on. Okay. And let yourself do you and figure out what you're going to do in life when you get with somebody, or if you are with somebody, just be sure that you at least have an open enough communication to understand each other's needs so that you don't be tied down with somebody that you was never meant to spend a lifetime with anyways. But that's all I got to sit here and say, y'all. I done put in 9 hours a day at work and a brother is tired. So guess what? You see I'm already in the bed. That's exactly what I'm about to do is go to bed. Until next time, my fun scientists. I love y'all. Bye.